Trump's proposed peace deal, actually memorandum of understanding with Iran, is now coming under major scrutiny from some of his closest allies. According to many Jewish and Israeli leaders, the proposed deal with Iran is being seen as an admission of defeat by the U.S. as it ignores Iran's ballistic missiles and proxies while simultaneously handcuffs Israel from defending itself from Hezbollah.
We're already seeing the fallout from the reported deal. A new poll from the Cantor Institute shows that President Trump's favorability in Israel is in a downward spiral. Just weeks ago, in late May, President Trump had a plus 16 favorability in Israel. Now that number has dropped to 39 points to a minus 23 favorability rating.
National President of the Zionist Organization of America, Morton Klein, wrote about it, saying, quote, "It makes no sense for the U.S. to immediately give up its pressure on the Iranian regime, the blockade that was strangulating Iran economically without obtaining immediate removal of Iran's nuclear stockpile, decommissioning of Iran's nuclear facilities, and destruction of Iran's deadly missile stockpile." Joining us now is the author of that statement, National President of the Zionist Organization of America, Morton Klein. Morton, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Obviously, you are not happy about this MOU. We shared some of your concerns there. Do you think we may see it evolve over the next few weeks and months?
This deal that we know, what we know about, Donald Trump is saving this Islamic Nazi regime in Iran. Almost all the benefits are accruing to Iran. It ends sanctions on Iran. It ends the blockade on Iran, which enables them to make tens of billions of dollars now. It allows other countries to invest up to $300 billion in Iran to rebuild it. It releases tens of billions of dollars in U.S. banks to Iran, and it stabs our greatest ally in the back, Israel. It tells Israel they have to leave southern Lebanon and allow Hezbollah, the terrorist group, which has launched tens of thousands of missiles at Israel, to leave them alone and leave them in place. Northern Israel is now a ghost town. Nobody can live there because of the Hezbollah missiles. Israel has got to stay there to stop these missiles and destroy this terrible terrorist group. And that now we go into a 60-day discussion without any leverage. And this deal right now says nothing about the intercontinental ballistic missiles, which would be aimed at the United States of America and Europe. It says nothing about funding and arming terrorist groups like Hamas and Hezbollah. It says nothing about inspecting the nuclear facilities, and the missiles are not being destroyed. And by the way, the CIA Director Ratcliffe has said you cannot trust the Iranians. In fact, you can trust them to not fulfill anything they sign because they believe.
Yeah. Let me jump in here and just ask you, what would you like to see be done alternatively?
Well, first of all, what should have been done is in this negotiation, they have to agree to destroying the intercontinental ballistic missiles, stop funding and arming these terrorist groups, and allowing inspections anywhere America wants to go to make sure they're not developing nukes. And certainly not end the blockade and end the sanctions. They're on the verge of collapse, and we just saved them. And if they don't agree to this, we have only one ability to try and stop them, and that is to go back and destroy more of their facilities in Iran so their regime collapses. And that's what the Iranian people want. 81% want America to be much tougher on Iran, especially after they massacred 45,000 protesters in the street, and now we're giving them this incredible funding.
Right. Well, obviously, a lot of discussions are going to be had over the next several weeks here.
Just the beginning of
the MOU.
Exactly. So a potential evolution as we move forward.
Morton Klein, got to leave it there.
Thank you.
All right. Well, next hour, Situation Room leaks. How did classified information escape from one of the most secure